eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my Patron, you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we make the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns. They already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get truth, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my Patron, you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era.
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. For the returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Right away, here's Garoppolo to throw it. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. A first carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 36-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Allen going to change the look here. From midfield, here's Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he gets it down to the 32. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off.
And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Connects with Fuller on the crossing pattern. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Garoppolo on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
To throw is Garoppolo. That is taken in by the tight end Mayer. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Von Miller, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Now, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Got his man. It's Tucker complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Steps away to his left.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, go, go. Get hot.
Now Garoppolo.
Able to hit his target. It's Mayer.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
First down, Las Vegas.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Go ahead, go ahead.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
Go ahead, go ahead.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of the team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At the 45-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Garoppolo now. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20-20.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan
likely
Coachman
going through their
EA
final
Sports
adjustments for the second
report.
half.
Coach.
One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Now look out. Now he's loose at the 40, to the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st down, Garoppolo.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Here we go. Las Vegas, 1st down.
21.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. He's up to the 20.
And finally taken down to the 26-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jacorian Bennett has it.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the 1st time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He sets to fire deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And now they're in the hurry-up. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Adams. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Touchdown! Michael Mayer with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to stay on the field with the Raider offense. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Allen looks to throw on second down. It's hauled in by Hardy. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run. Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. To the air, Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Flush to his right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Harris is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Vegas. 63 yards. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, here's White. Dances by him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. White will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And his throw is incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
56. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
12.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With a move out from the... And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They're going to run it with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Raiders 29. Tyler Bass.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Looking deep for Adams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One final try now for Garoppolo. It's caught here by Adams.
He's across midfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.